boys and girls. It's time for Mrs. Rose Does Art. And Blue is going to help me today, and his little friend Fifi. Can you wave to Fifi? Say hi, Fifi. Fifi likes to wave. Fifi and I and Blue are going to look at a book about Van Gogh. Van Gogh is an artist. This is how his name is spelled. V-A-N-G-O-G-H. And this book has some sunflowers on the front that Van Gogh has painted. Do you like that, Fifi? Fifi really likes it. We're going to open the book and look at his whole sunflower painting. Look at that, Fifi and Blue. Can you see the painting? It has some beautiful sunflowers. Ooh, look at that one. They're yellow. They have centers with seeds. There's some green stems. Fifi likes it. Do you like it, Blue? Blue likes it too. And they're looking at the sunflowers just like you are. We're going to try to make a sunflower kind of like Van Gogh. We're going to be like an artist today. So I'm going to put the book over to the side. Fifi's going to help me. And Blue, you can sit right on top of Van Gogh's book. And Fifi, you can sit with Blue and help him watch. All right, Fifi and Blue are going to watch me make a sunflower. We might have to move them over a little bit. There. Now you can see everybody. We're going to use some brown paper first with a nice circle shape. So I'm going to use my small circle shape first. This is going to be the center of my sunflower. I'm going to take a pen, nice dark one so I can see, and trace the circle. Holding the lid still. And I'll do it 2 times. Maybe I'll make 2 flowers. You can make as many sunflowers as you want, because Van Gogh, as you know, had lots of sunflowers in his pot. In a minute, we're going to cut these out. So I'm just going to cut away the extra paper and set it aside. Now I need some yellow to go behind my brown part of the flower. This is going to be the petals, the sunflower petals. Let's make 2 again. And you want to try to save your paper rather than putting it right in the middle. Trace it toward the end and you'll save your paper. Let's cut that one out a little bit and we'll do the rest later. You can also cut close to it so you can save paper once you're cutting. You won't have as many scraps. Put your extra aside. And in a little while we'll use the green paper too, but not yet. Let's start with these 2. Now, Blue and Fifi, let me move you for a second. Let's look at the flowers one more time. All right, see how they have yellow petals and a brownish center. Some of them even have a little bit of orange. You could also do an orange circle if you wanted and add that into your flower. And then it has these green leaves and stems, which we'll add in a little bit too with the green. It's got kind of a speckly background, which we're going to think about that later too, where there's little specks of paint where he used little strokes with his paintbrush. We're going to try to create that idea too. Alright, putting it back down, we're going to use this orange background to put our flowers on. We'll move our things out of the way and do some cutting. So the first thing you want to do is cut very carefully on your black line. Cut slowly around. Cut off the extra. Go back and keep cutting slowly around your circle. If it gets a little tricky, take your time. There. Now see this extra stuff? I'm going to get rid of that a minute. And I'm going to get all these scraps and put them in my pile down here, and then I have more room to work. Again, slowly cut around. As you get better at cutting, you can cut faster. But if you can't cut yet, take your time. Put your scissors on your thumb and maybe a couple fingers, depending on your scissors. Go in, out, in, out, in, out as you cut. Get rid of your scraps. Keep them out of your way. I'm going to cut these two circles through the middle first so I can cut easier. Always get rid of extra paper when you're cutting. Go around and around. And around the black line that you drew. And get rid of your scraps. You can put them in the trash later. Put them in a pile for now till you're all done working. I always like to be a neat artist so I don't have messes to clean up. There. 2 yellow circles and 2 brown circles. Now my scissors I want to get out of the way just for a second. I'm going to put them like this on my paper. I want to create some little petals that look like they're going to stick out. So I'm going to take my scissors, hold it in the middle, and just put some little snips. Not too close. Snip all the way around. I don't want to go all the way across. That will cut it too far. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit and just a little bit. Now you can do things like kind of bend it a little and make it look like a real petal, and then you can put your brown in the middle when you glue it on. Let's do the other one. Cut just a little bit and kind of spread it out, not too close. Some people like to do it a little closer together and then they have a lot more petals. If you're a good cutter and you don't think you'll cut it apart, you can try that. But I like it a little far apart so I don't make a mistake and cut a petal off. And even if I did cut a petal off, that's okay, because some sunflowers lose a petal and then they're still pretty. So here's 2. We're going to glue them on. Take Mr. Glue, give his head a little screw or a pop. Screw it up a little bit, just a little bit with Mr. Glue. Not like this. That's too much. Just like this. Just right. Okay? Set your cover where you can find it again and put your brown paper first with a little glue. Stick it on your yellow paper. Other brown paper, a little glue. Stick it on your yellow paper. Now we need to stick the yellow flowers, the sunflowers, onto the orange paper. So turn it around. Put some glue, not too much, just enough. Glue it on. And then the other one. Now maybe later I might want to put a flower up here or maybe down here, but I'll just put 2 for now. Give them a little space. And take Mr. Glue and wind him up. Put on your cover. And get your pen ready so you can add some seeds. Sunflowers have little seeds in the middle. Lots of sunflower seeds, and some people even eat them. They're very yummy. Birds like them too. So put your seeds on with little dots. Lots of little seeds. You can put as many as you want or as little as you want. Now I have to make my stems that make the flowers grow. So I'm going to use that green paper. And I'm just going to free cut. I'm not going to draw it first. I'm just going to go snip, 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 straight across. And snip, 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 straight across. I'm going to make 2 stems. And this one's going to be a little bit long, so I'm going to cut it so that it fits my paper. And I'll save this one for my leaf. And this one's going to be a little bit long. And that's going to be with no leaf, okay? We're going to glue that on with our glue stick. Are you watching, Blue? Are you watching, Fifi? Here we go. Wind up your glue just a little bit. Put some glue on the back of your stem. Almost done. Glue it on. And if you want, you can put your leaf on the big one. I'm going to put a leaf right there. And then this one's going to be over here. Glue, glue, glue. And turn it over and put it under my flower a little bit. Press it on. And there we go. We have a beautiful couple of sunflowers, just like Van Gogh. And when we're done, we're going to write our name. And we're going to spell the word sunflower. My name is going to go right at the bottom. Mrs. Rose. There's my name. And then I'm going to write up at the top the word sunflower. You spell it with S, U, N, that spells sun. And then you put the word flower, F, L, O, W, E, R. That spells flower, sun, sunflower. And since I have 2, I have to put an S because it's sunflowers, more than 1. And there we have it. What do you think, Fifi? You like it? Fifi really likes it. Blue, do you like it? Blue really likes it. Thank you for listening.